Welcome to Human Design Powered Business. I'm Victoria Gibson, and every week I am sharing how you can harness your human design to unlock more flow, leverage, and opportunity within your business. So let's dive in. Have you ever felt stuck finding the right words to describe what you do, or wished that your content truly resonated with your perfect clients? In this episode, I'll show you how your communication key reveals the way you're designed to express yourself so naturally that people feel magnetically drawn to work with you. That's coming up. A few years ago, I joined a super expensive mastermind. Well, I joined a few, but in this one, we were told to read from sales scripts to say what would convert. And this was on phone calls. And I remember thinking, this just feels so ick. It felt forced and so not my style. And that was the moment I realized authentic communication isn't about what you say. It's about how you say it and who you are. When your energy is in alignment with your truth and your true nature especially, you can't help but make an impact. Your message can't help but land, and you can't help but get the results that you should be getting in your business. And that's because the way you naturally communicate is your most powerful marketing and money-making tool. When you align with it, influence becomes effortless. Most women entrepreneurs are handed formulas and scripts that promise conversion and amazing results, but these borrowed voices often mute your natural magnetism. We've been conditioned to believe there's one right way to market or one way that works, and this belief disconnects you from your authentic energy and frequency, the very signal your ideal clients and your audience are waiting to hear. When your voice doesn't match your energy, your content feels flat. You spend hours creating without traction because your audience can feel the disconnect. But there's a new way. Your communication key is found in your Mercury placement in human design. If you've been following along with my Cash Flow Keys Revealed series, this is the third in that episode, and we're going to dive into the communication key, which is really the new way to align with your authentic energy in how you can shape a powerful voice for your personal brand, and also be able to show up with confidence and certainty rather than forced awkwardness or ick. And you're going to see such better results from that. Your communication key is found in your Mercury placement in human design, and it reveals your natural communication archetype and overarching theme. It's the energetic tone behind your brand voice, or just your voice in your business, how you show up, where you're heard, all those kind of touch points across content, communications, whether that be podcasting, but it could also be the voice that comes through in your written voice, social posts, all of that kind of things. And when you speak from that place of aligned style, authentic energy, you build a business that grows sustainably and magnetically and with real impact. Now, why this works is because it's encoded in your human design. This communication style harmonizes with your audience's frequency. You stop performing communication and start embodying it. Through natural resonance, you attract clients who see, trust, and choose you because you are being you. You're not trying to be a second-hand version of somebody else. So how does this work, or how can I show you that this could be true? There are several communication key archetypes that you could be. So let's take a look at Oprah and her communication key. I'm picking her because she's in Australia at the moment this week. I didn't go and see her this time, but I did go and see her last time, and it was amazing, and I was super excited. I actually went and saw her in the open public appearance in Melbourne, Australia, when she was here. Gosh, I don't even know when. That must have been 10 years ago she was here. And then I went and saw the show at the arena as well. So that was awesome. But I have been inspired seeing all those social media updates of being in Australia and have had a bit of FOMO, I've got to say. But if we look at her communication key, she is the innovative oracle. So what does that represent? It represents original ideas, forward thinking, and independent thought. And if we look at her human design and where her Mercury sits, it's the path of principled revolution. It moves from reaction to revolution. And if you think about it, she has revolutionized media. She has revolutionized self-help industry. And that is largely from her voice. That is how she makes her money and who she is. And think about the $3.5 billion she's worth, that is all from her voice, and really embodying this path of being intuitive, pioneering, and future focused. She's here to communicate change and progress for the collective good. She's got a lot of tribal and collective circuitry within her design, which is really here for others and for the collective future and seeing the well-being of that collective as well. And if you think about the principles element, like even think back to years ago, all of that weight loss stuff that she did and living healthily, or having the principle to, really appreciate books and all of those elements that she's really come out with and have been such a big part of her voice. So this is ideal. The innovative oracle type is ideal for building communities and disruptive visionary messaging. That communication key is innovative, independent, and forward-thinking. It thrives on original ideas and enjoys challenging the status quo with unique perspectives. That's so Oprah, right? Their mind is often inventive and they can communicate with clarity and a sense of social awareness. Totally her. So those with this communication key can embrace the power of it to think outside of the box, share your progressive ideas, and communicate with a true vision for the future. And that will welcome in more effortless profitability, more impact, and more income from that impact, because the value is embedded in what you're sharing and your nature and how you're naturally designed to express yourself. And when you follow your communication key, there's no scripts to force yourself into. Instead, they're the perfect invitation to align your outer voice with your inner truth and wisdom. And when you speak from this place, your words, tone, and energy align and people feel it. So even if it's in a written post, or it's in a social post, or a blog post, or a video, or a reel, or you're on someone else's podcast or your own, the same principles will apply. And this is going to point you in the right direction of really what is here to shape that voice and your message, how it is designed to be expressed. And like I said, Oprah with her independent thought, future thinking, here for the collective. It's pretty amazing. And there's other elements of her design too that just blow me away, that she's so in line with and in tune with, and why she is so magnetic and powerful in what she does. And a lot of that, yes, does come from your voice and your brand voice. Whether or not in human design you have consistent access to the throat center, which is the communication center in human design, or not, it's understanding and being wise about your understanding of how you are defined. And this is one of the first steps as part of those 6 cash flow keys. Your communication key will shape how your voice impacts and calls in the right kind of people, and how you're here to naturally express your beautiful wisdom, genius, and nature to build your business and make a huge impact. So if you're ready to unlock your own communication key, download your Profit Code Blueprint. Inside, you'll find your custom communication archetype and theme, so you can start crafting magnetic messaging in complete alignment with your human design and true nature, really. You don't have to know human design. It will be customized within this blueprint for you to give you these 6 cash flow keys and unveil your custom profit code blueprint. And I can't wait for you to try it out. And coming up in the next episode of the Cash Flow Keys, we've got the connection key. This is the energetic thread that defines how you create loyalty, intimacy, and build community with your clients and your audience so that you can prosper more effortlessly. You won't want to miss it. See you then. Hey, I've got a free energy guide for you on my website at victoriagibson.com. Head over there and uncover more about how the energy centers in your human design dictate how you influence others and how you're also influenced to make decisions and make the choices that can make or break your business. Head to victoriagibson.com and grab your free copy.